Okay, so this is a T-Mobile 5G UC Ultra Capacity Home Internet Plus review. So I have dug down and actually finally got one of these installed in here. Uh, Originally, the speed is showing very good, very good, very good, but sometimes it just shows good. So the speed is between good and very good. So this is where we're going to work on it. So this works with the new app. I'm Albert. I'm your tech. I'm reviewing T-Mobile's home internet 5G gateway system with the mesh uh, access point. Using the T-Life, which is the T-Mobile Life program, to configure this to get it running. I just basically got it out of the box and hooked it up. But I did notice that the line number was different than my area. Well, it's another story about that, but I'm not going to get too much into this. But this is running the latest firmware update, and it took 3 updates to run. The software and the hardware, uh, they don't run in sync. They can run. The hardware can update itself. You really don't have to run the software. But if you want to control and change the SSD, the marker for the hotspot, because remember this Wi-Fi hotspot here, this is your modem, this is your router, and this is everything. This is your G your G network. Everything's right here. This latest generation here. You have 2 LAN ports in the back. Um, you have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz dual band in there. What I can see, um, you can change the SSD name, which I would recommend. You change your password. Um, it's pretty much no brainer to hook up. The software app, you need that. Basically, this can update itself. Doesn't even need the software. Yeah, I this hole here. Where did this come from? You type in the IP address in the back, and this pops up. You can play with the buttons a little bit, but it's basic. They really don't want you playing around and changing nothing. Like a home router, like a regular, regular LAN, regular coaxial, router, and blah 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 blah. This is far from it. This unit is your gateway. This is your 5G, and you're gonna stick it up in the attic. You know, you're gonna put it up in the attic. It has to go up in the attic. There's no unless you live in a high-rise apartment. And you put it closest to where the signal of the towers are. You have to get it in there. So mine, I have a thumbnail that will show up to here, and I darken it here. So this is that I'm just letting you know where's the signal. The signal is between good and very good. With this now, the cell phones from them is showing the same thing, very good. So this is also boosting your cell phones on there. So it's a booster. I used to have a T-Mobile booster back in 2017. Yeah, yeah. And I put that booster up in the utility room. I never put it in the attic. It was a two-piece system. One goes in the window. So basically, the one in the window should have went up in the attic, and that booster would go uh, in another room. And what it would do is it would boost the signal, and it did. It boosted up to 5 bars. But it gave me a headache. So, and when I gave up this system here, I had to return it. Otherwise, I'd be charged, a lot of money back then. But right now, we got this running here. This is $70 a month. It might differ where you live. If you got the cell phones with them and you got all kind of stuff with them, it could be down to $50. Now, these have a 1.2 terabyte cap. If you exceed that cap, that gap, you go down to 4G, not 4G LTE, 4G, and that's really bad. You really don't go there, and you there's no way to buy out of it. I heard that you could buy, you know, well, buy this, buy more, get it back up to 5G, but you have to wait in the month until they change the program. I don't know why they're capping it. And upload speeds are, for me, it's about 41, 42. Even on this PC, this is the main desktop PC. I had to change out the NIC. It's running this interface. I'm uploading to this. Uploading this is pretty quick now because it's very good. This is early morning. Hardly anybody's on. Well, I say around 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. to 6 a.m. The signal is very good. Then it drops down to good when it gets congested. So that's how it works. This is good for your phones. This is good to make a phone call. This is good to stream your favorite TV program. This comes with if you get this and you get the cell phone, you'll get money back. Now it's a lot of money they're offering to get you to come and get this. You got a 14-day trial. That's on my once the 14-day trial, and you use this, they'll pay for your other internet service provider. It's an old clause. A lot of them don't tell you about it. It's they started that in 2022. They will pay up to $750. So maybe a little more than that. They will pay for when you break the contract with your ISP, your internet service provider. You'll have to call them up and ask them about it. So we learned about that. But that's only if you stay with them. You get that money. So they'll reimburse you. You have to cancel your other service. They're not going to do it. All of them pretty much offered something like that now. I know AT&T Fiber does. We're going to be talking about AT&T Fiber as well. So right now I have Xfinity, 1 gig down, 20 up. We'll talk about why that is 20 up and what's going on with them. We have information on that. So this video is just strictly about T-Mobile and this. So what do I think about this system? Well, like I said, you have to run. This is a two-piece system. So when we went to the store, he didn't have the second piece. His manager had to go find one. So that's the mesh. So the mesh is the access point. That access point is mounted way as close as I can, way up to the ceiling, about like 9 feet off the ground. I'm just using a paperclip, but not paperclip, uh, thumb thumbtack they call it. That's what it is. And it has a little arch on it. It's like a pin cushion type. Just put it in the wall, on the drywall, holds it in place, mount it on the top. Voila, it's there. It's running. You gotta get the gateway up and running. You gotta get all the patches and updates for it, and then you add that, and then it should see it and add it to it. Now you have to scan the barcode and it'll on your phone so it can see it because everything is made so it'd be easy for you to configure it. So those of you who started out when it wasn't that easy, hey, good for you. But now us in 2024, this is 2024. This is November 21st, 2024, and I'm making this video. So this is not old stuff. This is new. This is now the top of the line they got running. Okay, okay. But it's to be competitive, they have to do what they have to do. They have the terminal leads in the back, so you can hook up external antenna. It's very easy to hook up, but the antenna has to be close to the unit for it to work properly. So you would bypass the antennas inside here and use that. Some people have the system. Remember, this is an amplifier. I wouldn't put this too close to anybody who's receptive to that. It's an amplifier. It's boosting the signal. It's boosting the signal. It's amplifying the signal. So I would put it up in the attic and then the antenna outside up in the mask. Wherever you live. You don't have to do all that if you're up in a high-rise apartment building or wherever you live. You gotta just have to do that. And how do you do that? You should know where your tower is. There's a software called Open Signal. You can run it on. It's free. and that should tell you where the tower is, or pinpoint where the nearest tower is. And you run that, and that's what I use. But their software can tell you the same thing. They can tell you if the access point is in a good location, and mine is in a good location. There you go. It was easy. I just put it as close as I could to the gateway. Because the gateway has a signal to that, and then it has a piggyback. So this is the first time I'm using mesh. I think I've used mesh with other companies, but for in here, you know. So, and we also learned that AT&T Fiber is using a mesh. They have an extender. This extender, if you want another one, it'll cost you 20 a month, and then AT&T's Fiber is $10 for their extender. But um, it's another story. We're gonna talk about Fiverr. Why I have to consider it. Why can't I just use this? Because this is only good for your phone calls, streaming on your high definition TV. You watch movies, everything works perfectly. I have no problems. But large files, I set up a 17 and a 20 gig. The first file to YouTube on my other channel, because I'm shooting in 4K. So you see what I'm using on this channel. I did review that. So 17 gig file goes up on this, on my fastest laptop, hooked up on a it's Wi-Fi 6, using 160 hertz. Okay, and uploading that onto this access on the access point. Okay, I think it's mine is hooked up directly to the Wi-Fi gateway. With the mesh is just extending the signal. I don't have anything. I'm not hooked up to the mesh. I'm hooked up to this because they both have SSDs. So anyway, so and that's the mesh access point is. I don't know why they didn't make it power over Ethernet. You know why did they have? Why you had something run a separate cord to it? Oh, by the way, these are all Type C. They had a little brick on the other end. Uh, it has this Wi-Fi gateway has 4 terminals for the antenna. It also has 2 LAN jacks, and one you plug in the access point in the mesh system in there. What else does it have? There's another Type C connector for USB. This is the SIM card adapter, and there's 3 buttons in the front to move. There's a little, uh, it's like an OLED screen, color screen, so you can move between the settings. It'll tell you how many devices are connected, what antenna, internal external antenna. It'll tell you if the firmware is up to date. Blah 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 blah. It's very basic. It's not complicated because a lot of you don't want to really get into it too much. Us techs, true techs, want to know what's running, what's inside of it, what it has, and blah 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 blah. That's what we want to know, and that's what we do here. So I'm bringing it down for you. I'm trying to make this simple and easy. So my system is running between good and very good. At night, like now, or early in the morning, it's running at very good. It won't run an excellent. The only way to get to excellent, I have to put up an antenna. I was trying to get one of the RV antennas, or they're cheap. I'm not gonna spend a lot of money. There's an antenna I want to get for 99. I was gonna hook up that. That has 2 antennas. So um, it seems to be very popular on another channel. If I get one, I'll put an affiliate link to it. But right now, I can't get it right now. But my goal is to buy that, hook one on one side of the house, I want another. I have 2 of them up there, one pointing at the 2 antennas. So that's what I'm doing. Some of you are gonna get the quad antenna. You got a big antenna in there, and then you're disappointed at one antenna. It should be omnidirectionals. Omnidirectional will mean the signal will be coming from all around instead of just one direction. So that's why I have to get 2 antennas. I have one pointed one antenna, one pointed at the other cell tower antenna, and get both of them. And that thing should jump up to excellent. And it should be a strong signal. But my upload speeds, the maximum I'm getting on uploads are 41, 42. I'm seeing download speed. I ran the download speed on. I've done it on Right now on my laptop, I'm running okay, so I ran a speed test and I got 688.14 down, and this is using that speed test, regular season, and 41.54 down. Now, if I run the same speed test with my Xfinity, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting about over wireless. Everything is wireless here. We're not doing anything wired. I'm showing 200. It says 199.25. Upload speed is about there's 24. Their upload speeds are pushing at 20, but I with tweaks and everything that I know in the network business, we can push that. Because the same tweaks are on the desktop here too. So we get around 23. If I run it again, let me make sure there's nothing else running. But if I use fast, it's going to be a different speed. You see, these speed tests are only they're connecting to servers to test. If you're gonna run the test. I'm running the test again. It's the same results. There's gonna be some legacy in results. I'm still getting with them 24, 24 point 24, 24. It locks in at 24. 24 for upload speed. 24 with Xfinity for upload speed. All their upload speeds are 20, so I can get 24, solid 24. That's it. They ain't going no higher. Run fast. I'm on a laptop, and on the laptop, we'll do better because we're bypassing the speedtest.net. Okay, I'll get 260. That's about it. So you gotta remember with them, it's 940. Every modem is set to 940. Those that are in the fiber gigabyte are all set to 940 and and then 940. It depends on your router. Okay, it's gonna be so from 940 to your modems. All modems are set to 940, and your router, what you're producing out of there. It should be around 400 and something. You should be getting that because a gig is equivalent to 600. So that 940 is like 500 and something. If you can get 400, that'd be great. But 96, that's all you're getting. So you pay all that. That's the way the whole system works. And then with this now here, when we do the same speed test, you get 41 for uploads, and over almost it's between 688 to 970. I'm seeing here. That's not bad. When it first peaks, it peaks at 1.3 gig. Yeah, yeah. So that's not bad, but it can't hold it. It's not stable. It's gonna fluctuate, and that's how all this works. So if you get a very good signal, that's good. But you got to put this unit here up in the attic. It gotta go in the attic, and the access point got to put it nearby, down, in the area that you live in. Okay. and you mount it on the wall as close as you can near this. Okay, they give you enough. It's 5E cable. They use Cat 5E cable, not giving using no Cat 5.6. It's not a bad cable they give you. It's pretty long. I think it's like six. It's like 12 feet. Give you 12 feet of cable. They give you a lot. There's not much in the box. I mean, it's very scarce. This comes with two brackets. I mean, one bracket is on there ready, and then another one to keep it stationary. And that's it. You want to keep this cooled. Okay, that's another thing too. So you got to mount in the attic. You got to have connections. If you have a light switcher, you can get uh, two uh, two female connectors on there, and you can mount it that way. Screw the bulb. You don't want to run the bulb all night. But that's how that's up there. That runs better. I'll show you how I have it set up. But right now, this is how I'm doing. This is just a review on what I think about it. Hey, I would give it 4 out of 5. When I get this up turned on with the two aerials, I'll get later down next year. This year, and kind of impossible to get that. But they're only $100 each. Let's get a mask for it. I have a mask out there already, and hook it up. I'll have a good system. All right, that's about it. I have to put two of them together. I have to see how I'm gonna do this, but that's about it. That's what's working now. That's it. Up in the attic, turn it on when run the mesh on the side access point. You're good to go. If you can, remember this is a very powerful unit, you know, and it's amplifying a signal, strong signal, to reach the 5G UC phones that we got. I got one of those folding phones, the flips. Isn't that bad though? I didn't get the Samsung. There's only like another company that makes it. But yeah, I got the Motorola Razr. We'll do a review on that. That's not bad. Where is it? Let's see. Let's go. Flip and snap. Flip and snap. You hear it? Okay. All right. That's about it. I don't think I have anything else. Right. I have to redo this again because I didn't realize. Um, I didn't realize. Let's see, there should be nothing running in the background. Okay, it's all silent. Yeah, good. All right. Hey, if you want more content to come out like this, by subscribing, I can release more content daily or weekly. It's up to you. Okay. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Hit that thumbs up and comment about the subject we're talking about here. And the subject today is T-Mobile 5G UC Home Internet Plus review. There's no room. There's no room to put that. Oh, by the way, good is 3 bars. This is very good. I couldn't snap. I couldn't capture what I wanted to capture. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, notification. This video, the previous one I did, it took about. It said it was gonna take 60 minutes to upload, but it did upload pretty fast. And I'm using the T-Mobile. I'm using this device. I'm using the 5G to get this thing up. That's right. Hey, okay. That's it. Thanks.